Magic Mike's Last Dance is a 2023 American comedy drama film directed by Steven Soderbergh, written by Reid Carolin, and produced by Channing Tatum. It is the third installment in the Magic Mike trilogy, following Magic Mike in 2012 and Magic Mike XXL in 2015. The film stars Channing Tatum as the titular retired male stripper who leaves Florida for London to help a socialite, Salma Hayek Pinault, produce a stage play. Originally intended to be digitally released exclusively on HBO Max, following the strong test screenings, Warner Bros. Pictures opted to give the film a theatrical release. Magic Mike's Last Dance had its premiere at Miami Beach on January 25, 2023, and was released in the United States on February 10, 2023. The film has grossed $53 million worldwide and received mixed reviews from critics. The cast includes Channing Tatum as Mike Lane, a retired male stripper who meets a wealthy socialite who takes him to London so that he may direct his own show. Salma Hayek Pinault as Maxandra Mendoza, a wealthy socialite who offers Max the chance to direct his own show after she meets him at a fundraising event where he is a bartender. Ayub Khan Din as Victor, Maxandra's butler. Joey Manganiello as Big Dick Ritchie, Matt Bomer as Ken, Kevin Nash as Tarzan, and Aben Rodriguez as Tito, all who had previously starred in the previous Magic Mike movies, make cameo appearances. The film was announced on November 29, 2021, and was to be released by HBO Max, with Channing Tatum once again playing Mike Lane, and Steven Soderbergh, who directed the first film in the series, returning to direct. Gregory Jacobs directed the second movie in the series. Thandile Newton was originally cast as the female lead and had shot at least a week's worth of scenes when she had dropped out of the film, reportedly due to family reasons. Salma Hayek replaced her and reshot her scenes. Throughout the film, Maxandra demonstrates her links to high culture and the art world. On a private jet, she has a large monograph by the architect Zaha Hadid, and in the dinner scene, her friends discuss Art Basel, an international art fair staged annually in Basel, Miami, Hong Kong, and Paris. This is the only film in the entire Magic Mike trilogy not to feature any nudity. The film has gone on to gross $53 million against a $45 million budget. Now look, going into a Magic Mike movie, you're expecting one thing and one thing only, which is incredible dancing. Channing Tatum is by no means one of the finest actors going around in Hollywood. He fundamentally always plays himself, and he really doesn't have much range, but the Magic Mike role was really created for him, as this allows him now to show his fantastic dance moves. As maybe Channing isn't the greatest actor, but he really is a superb dancer. The first film in the series was surprisingly good, as it really delved into the sort of darker, deeper side of these dancers and what their lives are really like. Steven Soderbergh is a superb director, and that's why I was expecting so much more with this film. Magic Mike XXL really just played off the idea of sexual innuendo and naked men. With this film, when I saw Soderbergh was at the helm, I just thought there would be a deeper story to it, and a bit more depth, as it were. I can't really say we get that here, unfortunately. Here we have a sort of very basic love story between an older woman falling in love with Mike, who of course now has lost his furniture business after the COVID-19 pandemic. He's bartending now at the age of 42, but when she requests him to stay after our fundraising event so that he may give her a private lap dance, well, Mike of course makes her fall in love. She then of course decides now to take him to London so that he can put on his own show, all the while of course using her ex-husband's money to fund all of this. This of course leads to complications in their relationship, and eventually of course the show is shut down. But not to worry, the two of course have fallen in love and will magically run off together. So as I say, it's a very weak plotline. The two characters play their roles as well as they could, but I never really felt Salma Hayek and Channing Tatum's chemistry was completely believable here. Salma Hayek is an interesting actress, and at times she can play superb roles. In this one though, she's a bit annoying here, and almost comes across as a bit of a sport brat here as Maxandra, a woman who really doesn't know what she wants and just wants to get her own way all the time. I actually feel having Thandile Newton would have been a much better choice, as she's a much more layered and nuanced actress. In saying that though, you don't really watch this movie for the plotline. You watch it for the phenomenal, fantastic dance sequences, and I'm happy to say this film does not let you down in any way in that regard. The choreography is absolutely on point. The lighting in every scene is perfect. And I love Soderbergh's camera angles here as he captures these unique and fantastic dance moves. It almost seems like these guys shouldn't be moving this way. It's not humanly possible, yet they do. And it's just phenomenal to watch how sleek and with so much agility that these male dancers interpret these dance moves. One thing I loved about the movie was that they got real dancers. These guys aren't actors. Dancing is what they do, and they do it so well. And now the idea of setting it in a small London theatre with some dark lighting is just a perfect choice, and I just loved that aspect of the movie so much. Channing Tatum's dance scene at the end with the ballerina is absolutely superb as they slide and slip on the water as it rains down from the sky. It's those parts of the movies that really made it stand out. And I found this Magic Mike movie far more moving away from the stripper aspect of the stories and the erotic male dancer to more of an art show, incorporating the many facets of dance. The film is incredibly sexy. Like I said, beautifully directed and well lit. It's just a pity that there wasn't much of a story to it. Especially when you compare it to the first Magic Mike, which had so many layers to it and was quite a surprising film. I really did expect more from Soderbergh from the story perspective, but as a director, he really does bring out the best in these dancers. Look, this is a film that's easy to watch. It's a nice film to just pass the time by and be amazed by some incredible dancing. And this is a film that has incredible sensuality to it. So when you look past the two leads and their sort of wooden performances, and you just look at this film for what it really is, a dance movie, then I say you can really maybe enjoy it and leave the film with a smile on your face, knowing that you've watched some fantastic artistry. With its thin plot, weak acting at times, but on the other side, fantastic dance sequences. Magic Mike's Last Dance is not a film that will go down as a classic, but still does its best to entertain you in a different way. Magic Mike's Last Dance gets a 7.5 out of 10.